What is up, my Ark survivors? This is Alcarin.
And this is Gavin.
Bringing you another Ark Busters episode. I'm super excited about this. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. And we did a video kind of like this before. I'll link it in the down there. And all we did was do bullet soaking testing for turtles, which we tested all the different buffs. We tested all the different saddles. And it was really interesting, but I think the meta has changed. The meta has changed. Turtles are no longer the bullet soaking meta. Now it's all about the stego, but there's a lot of different dinosaurs that don't get used in bullet soaking that I really want to test. So these are all 150 spawn-ins. They're all male and female except for a few where the rock elementals don't have the male-female, griffins don't have the sex, and they all are running primitive saddles. They're all 150 spawn-ins with all into health, every single one. Some are a little bit stronger than others, but the idea is I want to go through and test every single one to see, like how good they really are. Everybody uses Brontos. These are two 296 Brontos. We got two 296 Paraceratheriums. We got two turtles. We've got two Stegos. We've got two Griffins. Now, towards the end of the video, we're going to test this last. I heard somewhere in the grapevine that these don't count as, they don't take the flyer damage penalty on turrets. That's something I really want to test. We've got two rock elementals, all wearing primitive saddles if they can wear a saddle. We also have two squids, both spawned in, one male, one female, and they're both 150s, and they all have stacked health. And we have two Basilosaurus around here somewhere. We'll have to find them. I think they're on follow. Again, all with primitive saddles. We are on the Alcarin Dacil Gaming test-only server, so we do have admin on this, and we're going to come back when we're ready to start testing. See you guys on the flip side. And we're back. We went through and unclaimed all of these dinosaurs. Or they're not all dinosaurs. Went through and unclaimed all these tames. I'm going to go ahead and leave the tribe. Gavin's going to stay in the tribe. And I'm going to basically back this turtle up. It's a 150, no imprint bonus, just a primitive saddle. And we're going to kind of see how much damage it takes with and without a saddle. And I know that they're force tames, so you can ride them without the saddle. I want to see how much of a difference damage-wise it is. Alright, so I'm leaving tribe now. Let's go to...
I turned them off so they would attack you, okay?
Perfect. Leaving the tribe. Alright, I'm claiming the turtle. Alright, so right here we're in no tribe, primitive saddle, all points into health, no imprint bonus. Let's go ahead and do no saddle because it's a force tame. And we're gonna turn the turrets on, Gavin? Alright, so we're gonna damage overlay should be on, so I wanna see kind of how much damage this thing takes. They're set to player and tamed only. I'm hoping that here we go. It looks like about 23 damage per shot base on a turtle. Now all these settings are 1x, like whatever official is. Nothing's modified.
That's also
putting on the saddle, we're backing up to see how much damage they take. What was that, Gavin?
That's a lot of blood.
It is a lot of blood. Here we go. Going in forward. Some of them are going to be headshots. We're looking at about, 13 damage per shot. So that's what a turtle takes. 23 without a saddle and 13 with a saddle, primitive. Now, if you have better saddles, I think that gets different. That modifies. If you have mate boost, you're also going to have reduced damage. Okay, so the next thing on the list is since turtles are 13 and 23, I think, right? Let's see what Stegos take, right? Let's take the saddle off. You ready, Gavin?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna bring this guy in sideways. Hopefully we don't get shot off. That's the whole idea, is these plates are supposed to prevent you from getting shot. But here we go. Looks like we're taking about 17 without the saddle. So you take straight up, Stegos take more damage without the saddle. With a saddle, looks like 17 without a saddle. All right, with a saddle, we take about 8 per. Oh man. So, oh shoot, I'm getting stuck. Okay, so basically, Stegos with a saddle on the plates, they take less damage than a turtle.
What?
So not only do they bullet soak better, right? They actually take less damage per bullet, which is amazing in my opinion. Oh wait, you know what? It was probably mate boosted because of this other one. We need to get this other Stego out of here because I think that invalidates the test.
No, it was unclaimed, so it couldn't have done that.
I think no matter what, any Stego around it is going to give it a mate boost. So yeah, it has a little heart above its head. So yeah, that invalidates that part of the test. Let's keep moving it. There we go. Now we don't have a mate boost.
Maybe that's right, mate boost.
Well, we want to have this test to be honest without a mate boost. So, okay, without a saddle. Remember, a turtle was what, Gavin? 17 and 23.
Yeah, about.
So this one is. We'll see here in just a moment. 17. 17 best case scenario. This thing's gonna die.
Oh no.
Basically, what it looks like is turtles and Stegos soak exactly the same. If you can get the bullets into the plates of the Stego, or the bullets into the shell of the turtle, they're exactly the same as far as saddle, no saddle. But the biggest difference is that on the Stego, you're much less apt to get shot off the back. So I think Stegos win on that aspect. I think turtles can get more health in the end. So I still think turtles are good, but it depends on how the turret settings are. The next thing on the docket I'd like to test, since we've already done Turtle Stego, is Paracer, then Bronto, and then we'll start working on sea creatures to see how that works. Down a saddle, we're taking about 118. Woo!
That's a lot.
And with a saddle, we're taking about, without imprints, without breeding, 65. Okay, so they don't bullet soak as good as I'd like to see. Let's move on to Bronto, right?
Yeah, this is pretty fun, I gotta say.
Yeah, I do like doing these tests, and also I want to save the Griffins for the end because I want to see what flyers take. I think we need to bring in another flyer as a point of reference. With a saddle, it looks like 59 on a Bronto.
No, you can just take it off and stay.
Without a saddle, hold on, Gavin, hold on. Without a saddle, it looks like 118. And I don't think we're mate boosted.
No, you are not mate boosted.
So that's a good indicator.
That's a great one.
Alright, so one of the last ground creatures I think that we want to test is... I'm thinking Rock Golem. Alright, turn on the turrets, Mr. Gavin. We're going to start the test off with saddleless. So 54k base health. Turrets are on, Gavin?
Yeah.
Alright. And I'm backing up into this. Nice thing is the rider can't really be shot off. Ooh, 11 damage per. Woo!
Well, I saw 1100.
No, 11. It was 11 damage per bullet without a saddle.
Wow.
With a saddle,
would be less.
you're getting, let's see. Ready? 5 damage per bullet.
Whoa!
So where the Rock Golem loses is they don't get the mate boost, and you can't breed them, so they can't get, imprint bonus. So you can't get damage reduction because of that. But still, it looks like Rock Golem wins so far. But they're not, as portable as a turtle or a Stego. You can't just pick them up. I guess you could throw them on the back of a Ketz and fly them over. So that's cool. All right, let's move on to water dinos. We got the turrets off so far.
Yeah, well, they're off.
I don't think these squids were getting shot before. But I want to test this in a different environment, Gavin. So get your flippers on.
Oh, okay.
And there's a turret tower in the middle of the ocean here that I set up in advance.
Oh, yeah, you go there? Nice.
Yep.
I like this turret tower. It's very nice. You guys should use this. And
Thank you.
people should use this in their bases. Like underwater
Well,
bases.
the problem with that turret tower setup is it's got a lot of exposed wiring. So enemy players can come up and just blow up the wire, and it's really only good for this test. It's not really designed for...
You can block off that side. You can block off that side.
Yeah, if you block off that side. Alright, so this squid, non-mate boosted, all points into health, base 150. We're going to start with no primitive saddle. 138k. Now, squids get a lot of health. But I wonder, do they take a lot of damage from turrets? With damage overlays on. Oh, man, they get chunked. 118 damage per shot.
No try to sell.
Alright, so let's try the saddle and see how much of a difference that makes. Again, a primitive saddle. Was that 118 per shot, I think, is what we had?
118.
And with the saddle is... looks like 59, so that makes a big difference. Okay, so now we kind of know what squids take. I think next on the docket, it needs to be...
It's air. It's Griffin.
Basils, right?
Oh, yeah, Basils. Totally
Basil. Griffins are last on the list.
I thought we were last.
Hold on, I got a squid that wants to mess with me. Not a squid, a manta. Here we go. Ready? I'm going to take out this manta. Come on. Oh, it's leaving us alone. We're golden. Okay. Going over to the basils. Got my fins on. Now, I think basils are going to be interesting because they have that insane base health regen built in the closer they are to the surface. So, I think it was like 50-something damage, 58 damage with the saddle, and 118 without on a squid. But I think basils are going to be the king of bullet soaking. Let's see.
Underwater.
This one has 81k, which is pretty dang good. Uh-oh, something's getting beat up on the shore. I think they're always going after the Griffin.
Why is it the Griffin?
I don't know, but whatever it is, I'm going to put these on neutral.
It's a hate crime.
Wait, what is it? Is it a Dilo? It's a Dilo.
That's
Alright,
a hate crime.
let's go ahead and kill this Dilo.
Oh, we go.
Alright, Dilo's taken care of. Alright, back to the basil test.
Yay, basils!
Alright, so, gonna get my finsies on. And how are we doing on the turret tower, Gavin?
We're golden. It's not
We're
on yet.
golden? Okay. So this one's the male. Shouldn't matter because I don't think they're going to be mate boosted. This actually kind of worked out that I left tribe. So now we don't have to worry about the mate boost issue. Coming in, let's do saddleless first. Alright, so looks like we're taking 118 per shot. With no saddle. Now if you look here, check how fast these things regenerate.
Wow, that's really fast.
I know. Let's go ahead and move on to with a saddle. I wonder if the basil's the king of water bullet soaking. Alright, so coming on in with a saddle, 118 without, 59 with, and they stop shooting. Did you turn it off?
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, keep it on for a moment. Turn on. We'll let this thing get hurt a little bit. Alright, turn it off. Alright, 59 per. Look how fast these things regenerate. It's just insane.
That's true.
Yep. Alright, so I think the last thing on the docket is the Griffin, right?
Yay, Griffin!
So we need to do two things. We need to test... I think we need to cut camera, bring in like a Ketz with and without a saddle, and then put a bunch of health on it and see how much damage a Ketz takes with and without a saddle. That'll give us an idea what the damage is with the ×4 multiplier. Then we can contrast and compare that to a Griffin and see if they take the flyer damage bonus. So I'm going to get that set up and we'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
And we're back. I have a 150 Ketz leveled up, all into health. We're going to go ahead and test just to see how much damage this thing takes on the without a saddle, and then we're going to test how much damage it takes with the saddle, so we kind of get an idea, and then we're going to contrast and compare that to a saddleless Griffin against the turret. Go ahead and turn it on. 67 and 203. So 203 is a headshot, 67 to the body. So we kind of have an idea. Ketz takes around, we'll do it one more time, 67, we'll take off the saddle. Go for it again, turn it back on. 135. Okay, cool. So 135 to a Quetzal. So if the Griffin takes full damage as a flyer, it should take around that, right? Let's go ahead and double check. All right, let's go ahead and check the Griffin. All right, go for it. Turn on the turrets. 118. Turn it back on again. So it looks to me like they don't. They take damage like flyers. Yeah. So I don't think Griffins are good bullet soakers.
Is it saddle?
There's no saddle for
what?
Griffin. Yeah. So I think if I had to classify bullet soakers, I would say Stego first, then probably Golem, then Turtle, and then Basil. If it's underwater, I definitely put Basil as number 1, then Squid, then Bronto, then Paracer. I think that's how I would organize that. Leave a comment in the down there if you want to see us test something else, but this was a lot of fun. I think I got a lot of answers to a lot of questions I wasn't really sure about. If you guys like the video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It helps tell us if you want to see more ArcBusters videos like this. And please, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And peace.
Peace.
And as always, we can't end an ArcBusters episode without pulling something up.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and